Hello, and welcome to day 80 of Dungeon 23. Today we're gonna be having a weird kind of puzzle. It's kind of a puzzle in that it involves some weird interactions with players, or the PCs, and it is based on a trap or a trick I used in a game I ran a while ago. And I think the flaw I had when I first ran it, or first tried to use this puzzle aspect thing, is that it was the only way forward for the most part, or the main way forward, and the way of getting around it wasn't super obvious. But this is going to be different in that there is a way around it, and the second way around it, which was the primary way in the original iteration, is going to be more of like a secondary possibility, I guess. Let me just sketch out the room and then I'll explain how I want it to work. Alright, here we have our room. And the way I want this to work is we're going to go to... First, let us go to tokens and let us go to markers and put down a door right here. Oop. Layer, map layer, and we're gonna put a door down here too. If I could find it, there we are. And then layer, map layer. So the way our weird puzzle thing is going to work is, let's just make this guy transparent, make this guy purple, and make sure we're on our GM info overlay. And let's make this a line. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have these two doors, if I can get over there. Here. Jesus. Here we are. I'm gonna have these two doors connect magically, so that when you come in through this way, you exit out here, and then vice versa. And actually, let me rotate this door so it actually makes sense. There we are. So, the way... Here we are. Let's see here. Freehand there. So, we're going to connect these two doors. Oh. Using freehand, that's why. Or I don't know why I can't select that. But, anyway. Boom, boom. 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 And this is on the GM info overlay, so I don't have to worry about the player seeing it. And let's go get our green. Large. And... doors. Connect. Magically. With no room between them. One can enter the room by walking through the... Nope. the door backwards or blinded. I say eyes closed specifically because there's a lot of creatures where if you look at them there's an effect, so you could willingly close your eyes in D&D. A lot of people forget that. But if you can't see, or if you're walking backwards, then you can just walk through the door normally. There we are. So, I believe, let's see here. Let's see if I got this correctly. So, it's as if the doors connect magically, so it's like a portal. You enter this way and immediately exit this way. And vice versa. However, you could enter walking backwards or with your eyes closed, or if you're blinded, then you could just walk through and then enter this room. Or you could enter through this room here. If you go out this way to down here, then you could enter this room. Or enter from down here. Now, why have this random spatial anomaly? Well, for starters, and as always, this place was made by a crazy wizard who's kind of a dick, and putting random spatial anomalies in his dungeon is something he'd do because it's funny. The second meta reason is because getting chased by enemies, or the wandering monster, which is an enemy still, and various things like that, let you trick them into entering the room and exiting the wrong way and then not being able to get you unless they, realize it. And you could probably do something where you could hide in the room and then shoot outwards, because you could see out, but if you look in, then it appears to be looking through here. It just magically you could see into here, and vice versa. But you can't look into this room. You just have to look. You can look out of it though. And so you could maybe do an ambush where you walk through this room from this way, and then or from down here rather, because you have to go through this room to begin with. You see the skeleton and you shoot at him with a bow or whatever, and he comes after you, but he just walks through here and then disappears out here, and then he's in this room and he's doesn't know what happened, and turns around and goes this way, and then he's back here. And so you can just watch a skeleton walk back and forth and basically learn that there's a trap there. And you don't actually have to know the way to avoid it. Use the trap to your advantage, or to get around it easier. You just have to know to go through the other way. I feel like I'm overcomplicating this very simple idea. And whenever you talk about spatial anomalies, especially in D&D where everything has to be drawn out relativistically, when you start doing non-Euclidean stuff, it kind of messes with you, because you have to use minis to track where you are for the most part. Although there is a bit more theater of mind, so you could just describe impossible things and then it just kind of works. Or rather, it doesn't work, but you get, people get that it's not supposed to work, but it does work in the, the fiction you're portraying. That's kind of missing the point, because making a portal is pretty mundane, relatively speaking. So yeah, day 80 is just a simple portal room puzzle test thing, trap guy. And if you want to see more of this non-Euclidean nonsense, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I apologize for the poor quality. It's not going to get any better.